There's no doubt about it that there is going to be another start for Kolzak Nikitin. And it's not that game one is on Kolzak Nikitin, but you do need your best goaltender to make a save. You need your goalie to sometimes just simply make a save. And when the Tampa Bay Lightning needed it the most, they didn't get that out of Kolzak Nikitin, rocking a very, almost retro-looking set of Bauer pads that I mentioned in game one. Totally fits the vibe. Very Nikolai Habibulin type vibe coming out of Nikitin. So we're off for game two, where we had a strong opening to this series. We want to continue on that note. So we did what we needed to do. We took a game on the road. I forgot that I needed to change numbers of Sukai Ming. Tori Reinprecht is in the lineup because, he's got the puck right now. He was injured in the last game. There was a big collision. I'm dropping that behind me. So thank you. Block the net. Okay, and Reinprecht introduces himself to the goal crease. Early on that first shift of the game, I want to get my first D pair back out there, but I may have failed. No, I did not. I did get my first D pair back out there. Eric Johnson had that first shot on net. I'm going to funnel that puck down low. So if they come at my defenseman, if we win a face-off like I just did there, and they come at my defenseman, just send the puck in the corner immediately, because they're going to get to. Hold on. Oh my God. Just get the puck out right now. Barkov. Offside is Vey. Okay. So. Anyway, if we win it back to my defenseman like that, my right D at the right point, then immediately send the puck back down low, because they're going to try to get in the shooting lane. And so the rim play is going to be, if you know what I'm saying, you can easily rim the puck down low like we did with Eric Johnson. It's just a mental note that I need to make to myself. Oh, what a blunder that was. This is Matt Duchene. Pump fake, leg kick, and he lost the puck on the handle on Kolzak Nikitin. So we kind of made a mistake with the puck, and then they made an even worse mistake with the puck. Reinprecht, Duchene again. He has his flying legs out early, dump in on Nikitin, so we'll get the shot on goal without question on that shift. So that was some good movement to get the puck out of the D zone by that group of bodies, and neither my first line or my neither my third line or my fourth line have seen the ice surface so far in this game, as I keep toggling back and forth between my first line and second line, and I'm back to my first D pair. So same thing in mind. We did not win the faceoff, so it didn't matter in this situation, but you just can't give the puck away in games like this. Away from Vey, that was a tough pass for Lyndon Vey to handle. Scored a goal in the last game. It was a very beautiful one-timer on a 2-on-0. There's Olette. Good breakout skills. Got to move that puck. Risky pass to Johnson, but we are away. Lyndon Vey spinning inside out, looking to connect with a teammate. It was knocked down by Tampa Bay. Connolly skates it north for Tampa Bay and dumps the puck right back in. Kujawenski is the first man to this. He's got an option. That option was Johnson, and it was played away from Johnson back in on Zachary Fucali by Tampa Bay, who continues to prevail behind the net. Back to the point. Harrington's shot, kicks straight up in the air, falls at the feet of Eric Johnson. He's going to try to get that puck out. Blocked down again. Nieuwendyk up to Kujawenski. No question about this one. Dumped into the glove of... Oh, no way! Bayer scores! Okay, well, Kolzak Nikitin, that was a really lazy play. I didn't think that was going to go in. We need a replay. He knocked down Nikitin's lazy play with the puck. It kind of handcuffs him a little bit, and it goes 5-hole on the backhand. Right there, and he the puck went 5-hole, and it settled between the legs, but as Nikitin went into his butterfly, his own stick paddled it on himself. He scored on himself, 5-hole. So it's Stanley Byers' goal. That gets the goal scoring started. We once again have scored the first goal in the game. Did we score the first goal in the last game? I don't even remember who scored the first goal in the last game. I think we did. I'm trying to remember. I'm going to play that down low. I totally missed my opportunity. Ming, back up top. Bank pass will settle. Find Duchene. He's in the chaos right now. Deflected wide on a blocked shot. But we're all over these guys early on, early and often. We want to be there. I'm taking this Tampa Bay team extremely seriously. We want to get out of the first round, but Historically, in the GM mode, that hasn't been an issue. Higgins is fighting it right there. Johnson with a peel back toward the blue line. Stick on puck. Excellent job defensively so far in this game by the Montreal Canadiens. A couple of tattooing hits in the neutral ice. Ben Messier spins from pressure. Rink wide for Higgins. Now up to Voivoda. Just got to be dumped in. Simple hockey plays. Vishnevsky will stay on the ice to support this forecheck. There's Stanley Byers. Maybe he can get it back on the forecheck and score a goal again in a weird, it may be an even more weird fashion than the way that he scored the first one in this game. Shot comes in from the point. Sigalet handles the rebound. Options are on the board for the breakout. Vishnevsky pulling up. Rink wide. That'll deflect. Stanley Byers spins away from the pressure. A leg kick deep to the middle. Shooting. I don't think it reached the net. We're going to funnel that back down low. Byers knocks it out of midair. Back to the point for Sigalet. It totally misplayed all the way into Montreal territory. Flung out to center ice. On that is Kujawinski. Kujawinski brings the deke, the dangle. He's in on Nikitin, forced to cover on that loose handle from Ryan Kujawinski. But you can see that we're flying. I love this team right now. We are playing with a lot of pace. And that's the thing about this team that I've thought about. Multiple times I've kind of thought, is this team a little bit past its prime, this Canadiens team? Are we too old? We have an old squad here. We do have a by far and large, an old, experienced group. That experience could play in our hands. They know how to get it done. But I was wondering if that would affect the skating legs of this team coming into a series like this. But, you know, Tampa's got a few older guys of their own. It's not like Drouin is exactly that young from a NHL standpoint. He's an older guy now. He's a veteran player, played a lot of seasons, and continues to find success with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Ryan Precht. I'm going to actually do the dump in because we got speed on that well, we had speed on the forecheck. It was supposed to be Sukai Ming's retrieval, but he fails to win the retrieval game, and a bit of rough stuff on the offside from Yushivatov, or whatever his last name is, as I continue to get some of these Tampa Bay Lightning players mixed up. But it's my first time really seeing this Tampa Bay team up close and personal, so it's going to take a while for me to get familiar with the players. And of course, by the time I get familiar with the players and the numbers, there's a dump in on goal just to make sure that Nikitin is paying attention. By the time I get familiar with the Tampa Bay team, the series will be just about over as I get truly comfortable calling the games and figuring out who is who and who plays where. There's a big hit at center ice. As that puck was dumped in, we'll trim it along the boards. There you go. Vey sets up Barkov. Rink wide Kujawinski. We want to do a little dangle. Across down low. There was no one there. That was a misplayed puck. We'll send it back on net just to make sure that it stays in the attacking zone. Drouin through center ice. Defended by Johnson. Offside is Sam Gagner. You can tell that this is frustrating for Tampa Bay right now. Going through neutral territory, pretty frustrating game. That was just a simple play just to make sure that the puck stayed in the attacking zone. Wanted to get it on net. And it's never necessarily a bad idea to test the goaltender, especially after what we've seen in this game on the Stanley Byers goal. It's kind of a weird, awkward one that, like I said, I mean, Nikitin put himself in that position and he handcuffed himself with that misplayed puck. There's our retrieval. That's a dump and chase game, working to perfection. Higgins starts to play with the dump in, receives the goal on the other side after he slapped it in. We get it with speed. Vishnevsky, first man to the puck, sees the backdoor option, right to Higgins. No chance, no time, no reaction from Nikitin. It's in the back of the net. It's 2-0. Montreal Canadiens with 6 minutes to play in period number 1. Are we putting the game on ice already? I wouldn't count this Tampa team out, but I like what we've done so far. This is a strong start to this series. We look like far and away the better and more aggressive team. Stanley Byers jumped on that puck. I am playing with the exact same sliders that we lost to the Florida Panthers on. So if anyone wants to know, I mean, this is legit. We are legitimately this good and this quick. We are, oh my God. We negated icing with that? God, Stanley Byers, you genius. He's a magical genius. All right, Begris turning it back around. Begris, spin move, unnecessary. Yeah, especially with the turnover, that was definitely unnecessary. Big hit by the boards. Oh, are we going to throw him? Nope, I don't think we should have to. We're going to give a power play to Tampa Bay. I didn't even see what happened. I don't think I had control of the player that made a hit here. We just get the replay of Duchesne and Pusher. But the Lightning come away with a power play. They have a man advantage after that. Referees trying to even things up a little bit. Maybe get the scoreboard a little even with the power play. Coming to the Lightning. Good stick there by Eric Johnson. It's not enough. That one was blocked as well by Johnson. So we got a stick in the lane. There's a rebound. Ouellette elevated all the way down the rink. Kudrwinski applying that forechecking pressure, but that's as far as we're going to go with it. You play your forecheck needs to just be slightly more conservative when you are killing a penalty. You can't go that crazy with it. Nice stick by Barkov. He won that. Didn't quite win that battle is what I was trying to say. Puck's there. Ouellette flung off the... Okay, kind of a lazy clear by Ouellette. Cleaned up again by Ouellette. And now Barkov. He's going to go inside out trying to shimmy shake move around the defenders, but it did not work. You can't play games with it shorthanded. Oh, we just let him walk right in on Fucali. This puck's got to be cleared. It'll be shoveled along the glass. Played by Harmsworth out to center ice. He's going to be taken to task by, I want to say that was Sukai Ming. There's a shot to the blocker side. Ming battles against Drouin. Ming eventually pokes it further beyond center ice into Tampa Bay territory again here. Rink wide. Ernie, he's in. Dumps it in behind Fucali. Time is winding down on the power play, and it is on our side. A long dump in as we could be patient with that dump in from Eric Johnson. On that is Vishnevsky. He applies the pressure. They're going to have to go behind the net with the breakout, and it's not going to be there because there's a man named Joe Nieuwendyk, or whatever his name is. I thought it... Nice move by Nieuwendyk. He couldn't score. I had to freeze my sentence. I had to pause mid-sentence. Yushivatov shrugs off the contact, protecting the puck at the point, sends it to a vacant area. I believe that was Connolly. Harrington sends it back down. Bluin. Now it's going to be Orlov. Poked up the puck by Robinson. Saved off the pad. Big play at the end of that as well. Some contact involved in that one. Robinson, Franzen, Orlov taken to task by Sigalet at the blue line. We're no longer killing a penalty, of course. Ryan Precht is available, and he is going to continue to be. Rink wide. Nieuwendyk just got to get a shot there, but it will be the end of the period. All will fail for the Tampa Bay Lightning in period one. They come away scoreless, trying to get some momentum going with a late power play. I don't even know what the penalty was that caused the power play. I mean, obviously, I believe it was like a checking from behind penalty. There was some scrums after the fact from that hit as well, but we don't get a replay of that. What about this breakaway? We choked this one away. We choked a couple of breakaways away in that period, in fact. But this is the marker that has given us a 2-goal lead. We double doinked in period one. By far and away, the stronger team, just if you, from the eyeball test, if you watch that period with your own eyes, you don't need stats, you don't need numbers to confirm it to you, but you can certainly go for the numbers in the statistics. We were the better team. Easily the better team after period one, had the stronger start to this one. That's 2 games in a row that we've had a strong start. We did have a bit of a, I guess, did we have a faltered second period in the last game? A little behind Ming. Ryan Precht pulling up, back to the point. This is an aggressive Tampa team. They have an aggressive D. They want to get in our face, very in-your-face defense, but it has its drawbacks. And we were basically drawing them into. That was a dangerous pass. We just need to get that puck up there. That was nicely done. Vey loves a nice deke, so we're gonna go across. Kudrwinski down to one knee, couldn't score the goal. And we went between the legs with Lyndon Vey multiple times in game one. He will continue that trend of trying to out-muscle or out-skill the opponents, rather. I'm going to drop that off. Vey, deflected pass. And the Lightning looking to transition. Vey gets a stick to that. Pusher will have to dump it far corner. Johnson against the forecheckers. Banks the puck off the boards. Robinson Franzen is to this. Vey is onside. Vey's moves. Continues. Pirouette. And a little bit of a toe drag move that led to a turnover, and he's going to take an infraction. So Lyndon Vey is going to go for 2 penalties. I think Lyndon Vay gets a little frustrated here that his initial moves didn't work, so he double doinked on penalties. That's what he just did. He just went for the double. He said, double it and don't give it to the next person. Just double the penalty minutes and just give it all to me. That's what he did on that sequence, taking 4 minutes and penalties. So it's a long kill. This is a bad one because this could, if we're not careful, this could let Tampa Bay right back in the game. Look at these hands by Voivoda. If he scores a goal there, he would have been an unsung hero of this Canadiens team. Short-handed blocker saved by Fucale. I'm going to imagine that there's going to need to be a lot more of that in this series, or on this penalty kill from our goaltender Fucale. Kick out saved by Fucale. Ronning, you have my permission to run over Jonathan Drouin any chance you get. But this is Bluin, or however you pronounce the name. It might be pronounced differently than Bluin, but it's spelled the same way as Drouin. Just, well, Drouin's going to take a penalty. So it's a free play. It's a free play. I'm button hooking. I'm going to, oh, no, don't turn over. Just reset. I'm going to get off this guy off my hip. Kill as much time as possible. No way. Oh, Duchesne was there. He was standing on the back door. So we're going to play 4-on-4 for a full 2 minutes. Remember that if only we didn't take 4 minutes in penalties with Lyndon Vay. Drouin gets the stick into the hands. I don't know why you would go and take that stupid penalty. That gets the best player off the ice for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and perhaps the best player in this whole... I mean, without a doubt, the best player in this series. I mean, you score 77? What did he score in the regular... 77 goals in the regular season? You're the best player on the ice. Like, undoubtedly best player on the ice. Nice goal by Ouellette. I thought that was Ouellette. I needed to confirm. So he gets a 4-on-4 goal. The defenseman is up on the play, goes with the wraparound from behind the net. I don't know that Kolzak Nikitin is what you need in the net in a series like this. I mean, is it a ride or die type of situation for Tampa Bay with Kolzak Nikitin? I just wanted to see a created goaltender in the net. He has not lived up to expectation so far. That's a tough goal, and that's one you got to have a save on. Like, you, as the goalie, you got to have a save on that. And he caused his own goal on the first one that came in this game. He created that play and that own error for himself in that one. Oh, that was tough. I was going to shake around that guy with Duchesne, and Duchesne would have been in the clear. So might we see Ouellette is pinned to the boards, the most recent goal scorer in this game. Oh, I tried really hard to get around that. There's a nice poke check. Duchesne off the boards, off the Kujawinski. I'm just playing really composed hockey right now. There it is. Nice fake out. That was such a sick fake out move by Duchesne. The two of them, Kujawinski and Duchesne, working together almost to supreme excellence. Nearly got a goal out of that. Here's the replay and the save made by Nikitin. But then again, you know, if you're Tampa Bay, you need Nikitin to make those kind of saves. He's making those kind of big saves in a game like this. Barkov on the draw is going to lose this face-off. We will pin Orlov to the boards. There's a nice board play. Get in there and win a battle. Shut down Jonathan Drouin, who's, of course, out of the box now. He will fling it. It's well wide. Didn't look like a 77 goal scorer on that play. It's a little behind Lyndon Vay, but that's no matter. Skate the stick. Vay picked off by Nikitin. Lyndon Vay's pretty freaking sick. His hands are filthy. He's so good at doing dekes. And I've made this point so many times, but my brain works really well with a right-handed shot when it comes to doing dekes. I just like taking the puck with a right-handed shooter and doing dekes. And we missed Siegelet on the pass back to the blue line. Ben Messier is going to turn on the Jets. He's going to get there first. I have a player up top. It hit my teammate, so kind of a shitty bounce right there. Got to block it. Lots of bodies in the lane. Broken twig for Tampa Bay. Ben Messier, take advantage of the broken stick. Stanley Byers certainly did. It's across ring. It's over there. Right to Robinson. Franzen settles in front of Byers. Harmsworth will skate it up there or send it along. Skated along now by Nason and dumped in. Duchesne behind the net. They're changing, so turn on the Jets. Oh, that was a nicely timed deke. There's a windmill. That would have been the goal of the year. That would have been the greatest goal I've ever scored. I just want to float that one toward the net. Duchesne beat all the defenders, and he almost beat the goalie. That was freaking gnarly, and it will not be on a highlight reel because he didn't score the goal on the end of the play. I want a replay. Knocked down. This is Reinprecht. Guess who this is sent along for? No, it was right in the skates of Duchesne, right there on edge. Regan defended well. We're going to kick this down low. We are definitely the better team, like without question. We are the better all the way around team right now. We're going to ice the puck, which we'll get a replay of the Duchesne breakaway, please. The moves that Duchesne, look at this. I don't know how much of a replay we're going to get. Look at this. Around the 2, and then, just couldn't get it back around to the forehand. I think he would have scored if he had got around to the forehand. 3 defenders in his wake on that opportunity against Kolzak Nikitin. Duchesne still seeking his first goal of this playoffs. I mean, just the one game played, so it's not much to look at. He did have an opportunity at an empty net, did Matt Duchesne. We want to dump this puck in because Duchesne does need to go get off on the chain. So we're putting the pressure on. Vovoda just pushing Hornquist off the puck. In position is Larry Ronning. Number 6. Ever since Ronning switched to 69, he's legitimately, it's kind of hilarious. He's actually been a better player since he switched to number 69. Puck's knocked down by Barkov on the forecheck. I'm going to run that down low. Lyndon Fay just walking out in front. There it is. Kudrwensky fanned on one-timer. Tough. Lyndon Vey works really well with his team. What a move by Connolly. Good moves by Connolly. Melted down there. That'll be a D-zone face-off. I've been impressed with Lyndon Vey. I like the way that he just does things. It's just everything that he does offensively. It's fun to take control of Lyndon Vey and have the puck on his stick blade. We got to get up there and challenge that shooter. That might have snuck in. That was Gagne looking for a chance. Poked further along Ming. He'll slow the puck down. That actually took a friendly bounce. Duchesne, puck shield. Got to shield that puck off with your body. Reinprecht, he'll do a deke. Stops. Reinprecht over to Johnson. Shooting with the rebound. Duchesne passing it up. Duchesne Ming by the side of the net. Back to the point. Bank pass over to Johnson. That's a tough play. Trying to whack at it. Poke it free. Just there's too many bodies in the way. If you're the Tampa Bay Lightning, left there for Duchesne. I was trying to leave it for Duchesne with Reinprecht. I'm seeing the game at a really high level right now. I legitimately feel like me and my team, we just feel entirely unstoppable at this moment in time. When I feel this good about a gameplay, the AI team better look out. But, you know, I had this. We played well against Ottawa in the... there it is. That's a big save. We played well against Ottawa in round 1. The last time we were in the playoffs, that was a missed pass. Miscommunication all the way around. And then we went on to lose to Florida, so... I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Dropped off, intended for Ben Messier. And the Lightning just can't get the puck back right now. We go the other way with it. Nieuwendyk, we're onside. I'm going to just funnel that toward the area behind the net. Johnson under duress from this vivacious Montreal forecheck. Vivacious is not the word I was looking for. It's a different word. But it's an adventurous forecheck that we've had going on in this game. Nieuwendyk trying to avoid bodily contact. Dumped in on the goaltender. It's technically an offside. Touched by Byers to get the offside. 2 minutes to go. Voracious. That was the word I was thinking of. Voracious. It is a voracious forecheck. That's the one-timer from Barkov that they needed a save out of Nikitin. They got one. They've needed a few more saves out of Nikitin. Not all is lost if you're Tampa Bay. You just have to make an adjustment, go on the road, and find a way to win some games if you lose this one. This looks like it's a surefire loss, but I don't want to get carried away ahead of myself here before we've even finished the game. There's a penalty. High sticking to Higgins. And, I mean, he was just battling for a puck. That's all he was trying to do, is get the stick lifted on the opponent so he could get the puck back. We'll kill, hopefully, a minute and 10 seconds of this power play as we wind down the rest of this second period of play, rather. So there's a look at the penalty. He was waiting for the puck as it was trying to get to him. He went for the stick lift. There's nothing wrong with that play. It's just the outcome was less than the intended result, if that makes sense. The intended result is to just win the stick lift and get the puck back. Harmsworth will have to play this at the red line. Vovoda is on the pressure with the forecheck. So if we can just stay clean for the rest of the game, minimize the penalty taking, because I don't want to tax my penalty killers all too often. Off the boards and out. Hornquist pressured by Vovoda. Just stay on the right side of the puck. And I don't mean necessarily the literal always right side as opposed to the left side of the puck. Just be on the correct side of the puck. That's probably the best terminology that I could use, is be on the correct side of the puck at all times. Ernie's turned aside. Great defense from Johnson, who I've been really thoroughly impressed with. Could be the whole key to why this team's even in the playoffs in the first place. So that'll be it. We melt the period down there. We got just 20 minutes out of 60 left, unless this ends up going to overtime. And God forbid the Tampa Bay Lightning make a comeback out of this to force overtime. Strong effort. This is Matt Duchene. I could look at the highlight from that one. The dekes he pulled off to beat the defenders. And the best part about all this is, like I said, I didn't change the sliders at all. This is the exact same slider set I played the Panthers on in last year's playoffs. Well, welcome to the third period, where, I don't know, I'm kind of in between periods. I looked at my phone and I got a notification that for those of you who follow the MLB, the Los Angeles Dodgers are acquiring Tariq Skubal, who is one of the best pitchers in MLB. Oh, how did they miss that? So the Dodgers the rich just get richer, basically. That kind of pisses me off, especially being that I'm a Yankees fan. The MLB needs a lockout. MLB needs a lockout, but that's about all that I'm going to say about it. So I'm kind of entering this period a little bit pissed off. I should take all of my yeah, you would be. He knows. After what happened the last time, he knows to just cover the puck. I'm not playing it. Your puck playing skills are not where they need to be. That's a good piece of Jonathan Drouin that we got here. Lit up by Eric Johnson, the former Avalanche and former Buffalo Sabre, as we acquired Eric Johnson off of Buffalo this past season. It might be one of the best trade decisions I've ever. What a big save off of Barkov. We got our man out of the box as well. Barkov, puck protecting. Barkov is around. Barkov delays on the backhand. Kuchwinski sweeps it to the corner. We are just pushing this Tampa team around. We're giving them all that they can fight for. I mean, the forecheck looks good. All my lines look good. We don't look really good. What the hell happened on that? What the hell, Brett Connolly? I don't know what the hell just happened. Brett Connolly he looked like he should play in the MLB. When the MLB resumes play from the eventual lockout that they have, Brett Connolly, you can go sign up. You can ask someone to sign you to a contract. Deflection goal from Sam Gagner, the ageless wonder, with a critical goal for the Lightning on a frenzied sequence. And there was a wild wackadoo save as well by Zach Fucale right before Connolly tried to baseball style that shot out of the air. And then eventually the puck goes high and it goes low. Deflection right in front of Zach Fucale's net. That is such a horrible miss pass. Errant mistake there. Back in on net. If we can't get possession, this game can turn around in a heartbeat. Just get the puck and get it out. I mean, we're kind of fighting it right now. Robinson Franzen off the boards. Out to Nieuwendyk. Got one to beat. And he did. Fires. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Man, this game has been adventurous at times. These rush plays, especially for my team, have been really adventurous. Yeah, they were just right now, they had a meeting. They had a discussion in the locker room of just get the puck on the net. It seems to be working out for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Sigalet out of play off the blocker. This game has had a lot of interesting offensive zone possessions. There's been some strange sequences in this game. Big hit as well, received by Cam Sigalet at the blue line. I don't know who hit it. I have no idea who it was that was the player delivering the check. So Sigalet will walk the middle. Rister on the pad of Nikitin, saved there. So that's two saves in a row by Kolzak Nikitin on Sigalet that have both led to instantaneous face-offs following the play as well. There's a close-up shot of Kolzak Nikitin, a close-up of Jonathan Drouin. He is red hot right now in this series. I don't know if he doesn't have a point though on the goal that was scored earlier. Larry Ronning turned aside by Nikitin. They need all the saves that they can get out of him in this period, and he's going to be busy. I plan for him to have quite a workload in this period. Larry Ronning. Oh my goodness, Larry Ronning. And he made up for his mistake. He obliterates Sam Gagner, so ageless or not. They're not going to protect you from those kind of collisions. Backdoor for Barker. My playmaking is unreal right now. I want to send the puck down low, but there's nowhere to go just to pull it back here. See if I can get this defender off me. Adam Ernie just going to end up with a dump in on net. That'll be a fight. Is that not a fight? Larry Ronning, that's like the most undisciplined thing he's done in this game. I'm afraid we may we may have just let them back in the game. He just didn't even try to play the puck. You know, I have a chance to take a free pound of flesh. It's free. It's totally free. I'm going to take it. And you know, that's the problem with Ronning. He sees blood. Look at Ouellette. You might as well just stay up there if you're Ouellette. I mean, you're already on the play. Knocked down at center. That was Su Kai-Ming in offside. Go the Lightning. So even when they got the man advantage, it's still a frustrating affair. This game is for Tampa Bay. We need a win and a quick send into the offensive zone, but we didn't win the faceoff, so we needed the faceoff win from Ming there. It's just is what it is. Good stick on puck. And just reset. Get on them in the neutral zone. Another stick on puck. A third stick on puck. Another stick on puck. And this time it was Ouellette. That was Ernie putting a shot back on the net. Sacrifice your bodies. Get in the lanes. They're going to have a frenzy of a period here with this power play. Out of midair. Battling for it, Ouellette. Ouellette to retrieve. Ouellette to slap. Out of the zone. Chased down now by Gagne and Ming on the forecheck. Ernie supporting the play. Connolly with help from Ernie's darting back door. Another stick on puck. How many times can I say that on this penalty kill? Ryan Kujawenski. Oh, what a move by Kujawenski. Did Kujawenski stick lift his opponent to get in on that play? That was so brilliantly done. I timed that. I went for a stick lift. I pressed X, and I think I timed that perfectly. As it got out to neutral zone, that's just a backhand save. Save on the backhand from Ryan Kujawenski. Kind of got a little in too tight on the goaltender. Couldn't pull Kolzak-Nikitin out of position with a couple of fancy dangles. Nice win back to Sigalet. Shot deflection laying there. Nikitin finds it quickly and covers it there. Every single one of these saves that he's making right now is supreme critical to the status of this game for the Tampa Bay Lightning and their chances of getting back in it. I mean, they're not completely out of the game yet. They made the game a 2-goal deficit with a goal earlier on the deflection. Their power play fails to come through. There it is, Barkov protecting that puck. Puck's out now to Ronning. Should just dump it in. Making the safe option and sending it in. Lennon Vey finding it against Harmsworth. He's going to protect the puck against the forecheckers. Buy some time for himself to get it up to Connolly. We got a good thing going all the way around. Vey will get it. I'm going to wrap it along the boards. Ryan Precht head up as you're receiving it. Sends it along right on the stick of Duchesne. Well, it was there for Duchesne. I thought he was going to get it. Zerzensky welcomed by Eric Johnson to the blue line. Messier twisted along. Sent along is Ryan Precht. Ryan Precht is in. Puck shield to the backhand there. Oh, was that a save? That was an unbelievable save and a nice set of playmaking sequences for the Canadiens. Can we slow the game down? We cannot. We can reverse, though. If you're going to forecheck like that, I have a breakout option. Ryan Precht again, but out of reach on the pass from Duchesne. Harmsworth picks it up for Tampa Bay. There was no icing on the play. Yzerman sends it further in. Behind Montreal territory. Sigalet from the backhand chips it out to center ice. That gives Duchesne a chance to fight for this puck against Orlov now. He twists to the weak side. Greeting him there was Franzen, rather. Severson is not playing yet in this series. He is injured, so I don't know why I said Severson. I saw something S-O-N at the end of the last name, and that's just kind of what came out of my mouth, knowing that it is Robinson Franzen. Oh, gosh, Larry Ron. I didn't even tell him to dive, and he dove, or I wasn't supposed to. That's a lazy giveaway. I mean, these are the type of things that when you give the puck away like that, the opposing team is just going to cash in. It's pretty well known. Yushivatov scores. Yeah, this beats Fucali low to the glove side. I was trying to pay attention to how Fucali gets scored on here. He's kind of in the middle of a transition of being stand up on the post and then trying to get back to make a normal butterfly save, and in that process he gets beaten. It was the turnover in the D zone that really led to that in the first place. So yeah, I told you that Tampa's not out of this game yet, but they will be if, and immediately we go right back to Higgins' 4-2 game. And that's his second in this game, I believe it is. It's his third of the playoffs. Rick Higgins, the Korean legend. Look at this pass by Wisniewski. I mean, the whole setup crossing up the Tampa Bay defense. So they cut into the lead, only to immediately go back the other way and give up another one to have the deficit increased once again by the Montreal Canadiens. It is again a 2-goal lead. That insurance could prove vital down the stretch. I want to rim that puck in there, and then Higgins, you just go do your thing on the forecheck. I'm going to whack that back in there, giving Vovoda something of a fighting chance. His Deke has won the day. Wisniewski is pushed into the net there against Ennis. Ennis having a mishandle with the puck by the side of his goaltender's net there. Sigalet, stick on puck on Gagne. It's off of the pad of Fucali. Chipped along the boards for Byers. Well, I might as well just give Nieuwendyk a chance here. I'm going to drop this puck. Here you go, Byers. I punched the puck. It's offside. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 yeah! No, you don't want none, son. Get out of here, you big duty head. How's that? How's that for a chirp? That's a second grade chirp, baby. I brought that chirp all the way back from second grade. That guy probably hasn't heard that chirp in like 20 years. Oh, man. That's all. Come on. Big duty head is an all-time chirp. I mean, if any of you watching this actually play real-life hockey, there's your next chirp for your next game. There you go. Dump in and taken care of on the zone entry by Eric Johnson. I've loved having Eric. I love having Eric. I should have just had Eric Johnson the whole time. Isn't he making like $10 million? I chirped Buffalo for signing Johnson to this big contract, and yet here he is in the playoffs being one of my best defensemen. Yeah, you're not getting that shot on the net. I'm taking the net away from you. Kuzhawinski off the glass and out. It's going to settle for Vave. It'll settle for Kuzhawinski, who gets a puck right back. Punch Deke to the outside. Well, Kuzhawinski's just on demon mode. What the hell was that? That would have been insane if we scored on that. I don't know what just happened. I don't know what I just achieved or nearly achieved. Off the blocker, taken care of, forced back to the point. Orlov back in on Fucali. He's seen enough. I mean, we got 3:45. We are 3:45 away from a 2-0 series lead. So do whatever you have to do. Whatever makes the most sense. For Eric Johnson, that's just stacking up the hit count. He is the hitman on the blue line right now for the Canadiens. I'm going to try to I was trying to shuffle that puck along to the weak side. There it is. It finally goes. Ouellette off the boards. Just careened right into by Adam Ernie. Puck is free. Ouellette kicked backwards for Reinprecht, so a little bit backwards to go forward. Ming's spin move was a little unnecessary. Toe drag around. I mean, I'm just playing with the Tampa Bay defense. This is the most dangleable. Dangleable is not a word, but they are the most dangleable defense I have ever encountered in this GM mode. You're washed. Washed, Drouin. What the hell was that possession? Tampa needing offense desperately. You can't turn the puck over there. Bluin. Puck is forced wide to the far corner. Connolly pasted by Barkov. Stick lifted. Stolen out of the air. Shouldn't have played that puck. They're gonna make us pay the price for playing that puck. I gotta get some help from some teammates. Ouellette thrown out the center. Yep. Just gotta get that puck out to center ice. We are stacking these guys up in the neutral. There's just nowhere to go. The neutral zone is taken away. Kick to Johnson. Johnson will throw it. Is this gonna go into the empty cage? Oh, Drouin stole it away. Almost had a sick goal there. Dumping on Fucali. Reinprecht. And now we'll try with Reinprecht. Full distance goal. It's going in. Oh my goodness! You gotta be kidding me. Freaking hit the post. Reinprecht freaking hit the post on that. I mean, I aimed it perfectly. How's that for a rejection? Reinprecht needs to get a goal now. He needs to get his empty net goal. Larry Ronning. Find the puck. And he does so clean. Up to Su Kai Ming. We're just gonna put this into the empty cage. There it is. Su Kai Ming. No need to even really celebrate with 6.9 to go in the game, very appropriately. 5-2 victory. We are going to go back to the Bell Center with a 2-0 series advantage. Just giving ourselves even more opportunities to win this first round series with Tampa Bay, who just seems overmatched right now. Oh, totally forgot that, by the way, in the real world, as of the date that I'm recording this was the first round matchup in the real world. Tampa Bay and Montreal. That was like the best. I think that was the best series of the 2026 Stanley Cup playoffs. Of all the series that took place, that was the best series. Some people would say that the Stanley Cup final through the first 4 games was pretty good too, though. But I'm a little bit biased if I said that as a Carolina Hurricanes fan. But that is a 2-0 lead in the series for Les Habitants. We got to take it back home and do the business at the Bell Center, because winning just 2 games on the road is not good enough. And I can tell you, I thought about our series that we played with Florida where we won game 1, and I kind of got hyped up after game 1 thinking, oh, we got a series W here. We lost the next 4 straight. And so much of the same can happen again here to the Tampa Bay Lightning, but they might want to think about a different goaltender.